I'm in the car. Just dropped something off to my nephew. Well, elections next week. I just got a perm. I think I'm gonna cut my hair. I think that's gonna be my next step right now because it's just I don't like the fineness of it. Last year was real thick and just full, but I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Or I'll just get like a weave or something. Get some weave or pieces to put underneath it. Well, I want to talk about elections this year. In the Bahamas, we have our elections. And to be honest, it's very, very, very quiet, which is strange. Normally, it's not this quiet when it's election time. Normally, it's really loud. Everyone's doing whatever they want to do. You're getting a bunch of free stuff. Yeah, but this year, it's really, really quiet. Even Mother's Day is quiet this year. People are just putting out baskets and stuff. I need to stop and see how much the baskets cost. People are literally just putting out baskets. Normally they'll have it out underneath a tent like on a Monday or something. It's Thursday and I'm just seeing the baskets out. But I think the main reason for that is because the elections are right around the corner. See, because Monday is Mother's Day, then Tuesday is elections. But anyways, I think this year is gonna be surprising. I don't know what that means, but in some way it's gonna be surprising. In some way, it's just different. You know, every other election I remember growing up, it was loud, and everybody's doing a bunch of stuff. There aren't that many big rallies or anything like that, and then even some of the rallies, like, people don't come out. It's like people aren't very enthusiastic about this one. Maybe the people are tired now, but we'll see. But we'll see. So for those of you that aren't Bahamian, we have pretty much 3 big parties, and then of course if you have an independent person, you have independent people, but there aren't that many independent people. We have PLP, we have FNM, we have Coalition. Those are the 3 large parties that we have. And then we have a few people that are independent. The party that is in right now is PLP. Brave Davis, and they're looking to win again. And so we're waiting on. They've already done the first set of pre-registration. They've already done the first voting, where you register early and everything before the actual date. So I didn't do that. And of course, election day is going to be real busy and loud and busy. Yeah. So I just pray that it's really calm and that the people are calm. You know, in the Bahamas, we don't really have issues with our elections. Bahamian people are people say, okay, foreigners say that Bahamians are passive. I don't think that Bahamians are passive. I don't think that we are passive. I don't think that we are passive people. I think that in a lot of ways we're silenced. I don't think the Bahamian people are passive. I think that we've learned to just be quiet and just soak up as much information as we can, because information is very scarce in the Bahamas. It's very, very scarce. So people are always grabbing for information. So people say that we are passive, but I do not agree. I don't think that any Bahamian would say that Bahamians are passive. But Bahamian, to me, as a Bahamian, I would say we're not passive. We're not passive at all. We're not confrontational, There aren't many Bahamians that are confrontational, you know, that is going to go up to you and confront you. I'm confrontational. I will confront you. I will sit down and have a conversation with you one-on-one. Most Bahamians aren't like that. But Bahamians, we do, what we do shows more than what we say. So if we don't like something, we just don't show up. If you come and you sing a song we don't like or we don't know, we just won't sing. You know, we're not gonna try to make you feel good about a song that we don't like. So I wouldn't say that we're passive people at all. You know, we like what we like. You know, we like what we like. So yeah, about the elections, we're not violent people either. We're not passive. We're not violent. I mean, like, you would hear about murders and stuff, but for the size of the country and the amount of murders that happen, it's minute. It's been a year now. It's been we're almost at half of the year. We've probably had maybe three or four, like, just cold-blooded murders. No, not the bombers. It's just not the people. Just not the people. But when it comes to elections are normally very peaceful. That's my whole point. That's the point that I'm getting to. Elections are normally very peaceful. Yeah, that was an ambulance. Yeah, so I'm not expecting any uproar or anything like that. But we'll see. I'm excited. I'm very excited about elections. And I think it's going to be great. You know, the Bible says that he places persons in charge. So Brave is in charge now, and to God be the glory. Who's going to be next? That's the question. And I'll say again, to God be the glory. You know, God places leaders where they are. And you have to have the grace to be a leader in a country. It's hard being a leader. These politicians, being a prime minister of an entire country, it's not easy. You know how much people, you know how much money, you know, you're in charge of the safety, the well-being of people. You're in charge of the laws of the land. You're in charge of representing the country in a worldwide stage. It's not an easy task. These men are kings on this earth. You know, you may not like them. You may not like their policies, but you know, you have to give them the respect and the honor that's deserving of them. And it's not easy being voted. You voted them, not you personally, but they are voted into these positions of Democrats. And even the people in countries that are not voted, they're not voted in. These men are still kings on this earth. They are very powerful men. They have means, they have power, they have influence, you know, so you have to at least have some sort of respect for them. Even if you don't agree with their policies, even if you don't agree with their party. Hi, Anja. Okay, well, that's all. I'm back to work now. I already did what I was supposed to do. And I'll see you guys. Bye.